Hey Virgo, thank you for joining me. I am Dot and this is Dragonfly Soul Tarot. Today we are doing the February reading. I'm going to be doing it in a pyramid format, and it's loosely based on the what's it called? Oh yeah, the Celtic Cross. I'm going to stop saying that because I'm just going to be using the pyramid reading from now on because I really like it. Okay. So the first card represents you, Virgo, and it is the Wheel of Fortune. The next card is the Tower. The energies that are moving away from you are the Three of Wands. The current energies that you are in are the Seven of Wands. Energies in the future are the Four of Wands. Okay, how you see yourself is the Eight of Swords. How others see you is the Devil. Your biggest fear is the Nine of Wands. Your biggest hope is the Page of Swords. And the outcome is the World. Okay, Virgo, let's take a closer look here. So, something happened that shook everything upside down in your world. Yet, at the same time, there is a lot of luck around you, a lot of opportunity. Be careful you're not discarding this because you're focusing too much on this. When the Tower happens, it's sudden, it's unexpected, it's a shame, it's hard to deal with, but it goes, the energy goes out as soon as it comes in. The thing about the Tower energy, it doesn't hang around forever. It's like you hear about it and then you're dealing with the aftermath, sure, but it's something that the solution is right there in front of you. It may be a very difficult solution, but it's a final solution, a final outcome. So that means when the Tower shows up, you may have been waiting to hear from something, and you hear something that you weren't expecting, or you're planning something and it doesn't turn out right. It just happens, and it's something that you can't dwell upon because there's no getting around it. The only thing is, if you keep dwelling upon this energy, you'll keep hanging on to it in your life, okay? So it'll keep hanging around you. So it's important to release the energy of the Tower as soon as it comes into your life. It's like, okay, it happened. What can I do about it? That's the best way to deal with the Tower. That would make a good series. How do you deal with hard cards? Anyways, so the energy of the Tower comes into your life, causes disruption, and you now are like, okay, this is the situation, I have to deal with it. Keep in mind, there is a lot of luck around you. There's a lot of opportunity around you. So do not hang on to this energy of the Tower, because it'll trip you up. It will stop you from finding this. And also, what did I want to say about the Wheel of Fortune? You feel like this situation was out of your hands. You feel like you did the best you could in whatever it was that you did, but it still turned out, not to your best interest anyways. Okay, so this was completely out of your hands. This was completely out of your hands, but don't hang on to that energy. Let it go, because the Tower, the longer you hang on to it, the longer it sticks around. And this is the second time, Virgo, I've seen the Tower in your spread. So let's start letting that go. All right, so here we have a lot of Wands card, a lot of action going on, a lot of planning, a lot of creative thinking. In the past, we have the Three of Wands, and that's moving on. Making a decision and moving on. So maybe there was a decision made, maybe this was a decision that was made, and you now have to take that choice and live with it and walk on with it. Okay, so with the Two of Wands, you have a decision between two wands. With the third wand added, you have no choice but to take that third wand. Okay, that choice is made for you. Currently, you are fighting. You may be in litigation. If this was a breakup of some sort, if this was a divorce, you are negotiating, and it's challenging, dealing with other people, dealing with splitting up assets or something like that. If it was a job situation, stuff comes into play like severance pay, or you know, seniority situations, or if this was some sort of financial loss in the stock market, you are dealing with the aftermath. Whatever it is, you're dealing with the aftermath. The decision was made. You're now dealing with the aftermath, but there is good news. There is good news. All this turmoil suddenly stops. And you can expect the calm, quiet energy of the Four of Wands to come into your life at some point in the near future. You know, timing is tricky in the tarot, but these cards just follow one another so well. It seems to me like as soon as you finish standing up for yourself, you've gotten past this. You just need to stand up for yourself, and you get past the tower. Once you get past the tower, you can go back to your peaceful existence again, okay? So whatever it is, the tower comes in fast. If you deal with it fast, it goes away fast. If you don't deal with it fast, it can linger. It seems to me like whatever that was, you deal with it fast, and then you can go back to your nice peaceful existence again. Stability, partnership, family, all sorts of wonderful things. It's just so peaceful looking at this card, you know, because you started off here, and then you going through all this stuff, and now you're ending up here again. So I see an end to this very quickly, Virgo. An end to this very quickly. So you see yourself as the trapped one, the one whose hands are tied, but really the solution is right there. You know, you can't feel sorry for yourself because this happened, whatever it is. You just need to deal with it and move on. But, you know, it's all right for us to feel a little bit sorry for ourselves when things go wrong for a little bit, but just don't let it drag on too long, Virgo. How others people see you is the devil. Now, this is a very interesting perspective. Why would others see you as the devil, as the card of addiction or affliction or control? Okay, I'm just wondering if maybe you are pushing too hard to get through this and maybe being a little too aggressive when it comes to standing up for yourself. But if you don't stand up for yourself, you're not going to get what's rightfully yours, right? So I could see where you are so adamant to make sure that you come up on top, that you may inadvertently step on some other people. I'm hoping that this is not true, Virgo, but other people are seeing you as taking this very, very seriously and being very, it seems to me, materialistic about it, like really coming down to the penny when it comes to splitting up assets. I mean, this record is yours, this CD is mine, sort of thing, if you guys are splitting up. Like, and if this is a relationship, then I can see that a point of view may be aimed at you, that you were being manipulative, and you were manipulative in getting this relationship to split, or getting as much as you could out of this relationship. So someone is not viewing you in the best light, and you know, we can't go around with a mirror around our neck the whole time to make sure we're acting well. Everybody acts up a little bit from time to time, so it is possible you are being a little bit too aggressive. I don't know. Keep that in mind. Next time you go into a meeting and you're negotiating, ask yourself, am I being really aggressive or am I being assertive? There is a difference. Now, your greatest fear is the card of experience, which is very strange. Why would you fear experience? Well, it's kind of a challenge if you are just always receiving the experience but not getting the final results. So this is possibly a fear of failure, in a sense. You know, you've won the battle but lost the war, sort of thing, but in a nice way. You worked really hard, like not like the Five of Swords where you've done it in a manipulative, backstabbing way, but the Nine of Wands is winning the battle and possibly losing the war. You've gained experience, but you haven't gained the new position at the job, or you've gained experience loving someone, but you've lost the relationship, sort of thing. So this is the fear. The fear is I'm sorry, I'm just trying to find the words. The fear is achieving the experience but missing the goal. Okay? Achieving experience but missing the target. And you are all about hitting that target this month. Whatever it is that you are fighting for, whatever it is that this means to you, you are not accepting anything less. And you are willing to get very aggressive about it. As a matter of fact, the next card is the Page of Swords, who is a little bit on the, you know, I've never had much respect for the Page of Swords until you compare him with the other sword courts, who can be much worse. He's definitely out for himself, doing battle in whatever way he can. Now I say he, could be he or she, to gain the advantage. Okay, so what your greatest hope is to gain the advantage at any cost, and that may be coming across as a little bit maybe manipulative or overly aggressive. Okay, so be careful how you're coming across, Virgo. Is it really worth it to alienate people and sort of hack and slash your way to the top. If you don't have to, if there's another way, perhaps there is another way, Virgo. It looks like whatever path you take, whether you take the path of, I'm not going to say least resistance, but the path of the Wands person who just tries their best, or the path of the Swords person who will win at any cost, it's up to you. It's going to work out okay. It's going to be okay. Because we have the World. It means the end of an era, the end of a way of seeing things and a new way of seeing things. I just want to reach out to you, Virgo, and show you the difference between these two cards. Okay, one has the experience but has not reached the goal. One reaches the goal at all costs. Which are you? Are you okay with being this person? If you are, you have every chance to do it. You will be successful. Are you okay? If you're not okay with being that person, how about considering being this person? The person who has experience, the person whose life is good enough. They both will lead to the same place, but maybe you can feel better about yourself not being this person and being more like this person. I don't know, just my opinion. As a Wands person, I just wanted to voice my opinion there. You can take it or leave it, just like everything else I say, of course. But here is the final card, the outcome card. Your life changes. You get everything that you want, and it's time for a new era in your life. Okay, Virgo? So I don't think you have to go over the top and fight like a maniac to get what you want, because you will be able to get what you want regardless. Okay, so I believe the message is only fight in the manner that you're okay with being. Okay, like fight in the manner of the person you want to be. Okay, do you want to be this? I don't have an example of the other person, but you're afraid of this, right? The person who is the nice guy but doesn't get the prize. But do you want to be this? Do you want to be seen as the devil? Okay, just something to consider, Virgo. Do a little bit of meditating and go over what you have been going through this month. Keep an eye open for overly aggressive behavior in the future. Thank you so much for listening to my reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Please remember to subscribe, like, and comment on my videos. I really enjoy reading your comments. Also, please tell 2 friends about this information, about my channel, so that if they need this information, they can come and view it for themselves. Thank you again for being here, Virgo. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.